and welcome to my kitchen. It's nothing too special, not too big, but I kind of like it that way. I like smaller spaces because they're just a lot easier to take care of. That being said, having a smaller kitchen means you have to keep it a little bit tidier because even the tiniest bit of mess can start to make the space look a lot smaller and a lot more cluttered. So today I'm going to share with you better ways to clean your kitchen. Let's do this thing. Guys, we are going to start with the stainless steel kitchen sink. If you're like me, when you're done doing your dishes, you might wipe it down with a sponge and a little bit of dish soap, but after a little while, it is going to develop a little bit of residue and a little bit of gross crust, especially depending on what you've been making or cooking. I like to make homemade bread, and if you've ever made dough, you know that stuff can make a big mess. And the way to get rid of that is just to use some baking soda. All you want to do is wet the sink down, sprinkle a little baking soda all over the sink, and then use a soft sponge to buff away in circular motions. Rinse the entire sink nice and clean, and you will be left with a nice, shiny stainless steel sink. This next tip is about to blow your mind. When you have a pan that's got some crusted on stuff and you got some grease that's crusted on and you can't get it off, you probably just want to stick it in your sink and you're gonna let it soak for like the next week and a half. I know how it goes, but there's a trick that is going to make this so much easier. Stick this in your sink, put some hot water in there, and then put a dryer sheet in there. When the dryer sheet touches the warm water, it'll actually make some grease fighting bubbles. Leave it in there for about a half an hour and all of that grease and gunk will just wipe right away. My next tip is to help you clean your cast iron pans. If you've been using the soap and water on these all this time, you've been doing it wrong because the soap is way too harsh for these. But not to fear, even if you've been washing your cast iron wrong the entire time, this tip will bring it back to looking good as new. Start by sprinkling the pan with a little bit of sea salt, and then you can use either a potato or half of a lemon to exfoliate the entire pan. Rinse it with water, pat it dry, and then leave it to air dry. When it's completely dry, take a little bit of vegetable oil and completely coat the entire inside of the pan. Then put it inside of your oven upside down and cook it for an hour at 350 degrees. Make sure that you put something underneath the pan to catch any of the oil that falls. But when you take your pan out, it'll be nice and clean and it'll look as new as the day that you bought it. Wine break. Another great way to use the lemon and salt trick is on your wooden cutting boards. The lemon acts as a mild cleaner and the salt acts as an exfoliant and really helps to deep down clean your wooden cutting board. You'll be really impressed at how much cleaner it looks. Rinse away, pat dry, and leave to air dry. I like to do this about once a week. Alright guys, let's talk about the dishwasher. There's a chance that if you've been putting your dishes in all facing the same way, you've been doing your dishes wrong this entire time. Plates and bowls will all wash best when they're facing inward because that is where the water comes up from, is the center. So always place all of your plates inward so they're facing the center. That way they'll get a lot cleaner every time you wash them. While we're down here, we might as well talk about another dishwasher hack, and that's how to clean your dishwasher. You would think because all it does is clean things, it would stay clean, but considering you're washing a bunch of dirty stuff in all the time, it does need to get cleaned itself. And there's a really easy way to do that. All you need to do is take a 2-cup measuring cup and fill it up with some white vinegar. Place it into the dishwasher facing upward and then put on a normal cycle. The vinegar will slowly mix in with the water, and just like you can desalinate your coffee pot, it'll do the same thing for your dishwasher. Just keep in mind that this may make your house smell like vinegar for a day or two, so don't do it right before house guests come. Alright, this next tip is going to help you get rid of those rust spots that you might get on your knives, and you can do it 100% naturally. All you need to do is take equal parts of lemon juice and water and then soak the knives in the solution. Leave them in there for about 10 to 20 minutes, and then using a washcloth, you should see that the rust spots have pretty much gotten loosened and you can buff away the rust spots. If you have some really stubborn spots, you can add a little bit of sea salt to your mixture, which will act as an exfoliant to help you buff away those rust spots. Alright, when it comes to cleaning the grease on your stovetop, like especially around your burners, it can be really impossible to get all of that grease up, and the ultimate grease fighter is actually just a little bit of hydrogen peroxide and some baking soda. When these two come together, they combat grease like nothing else, and you can clean up all the grease around your stove burner and get it nice and clean. for some of my favorite kitchen cleaning hacks. I hope you learned something new. If you like these cleaning type videos, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below before you go. I post new videos every single Sunday about things that will save you time or save you money. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to stop by and watch this video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I'll see you next Sunday in my next video. Can you see me dancing? Yeah, I was talking to you the whole time.
What do you want?
I just wanted you to give me attention. Just gonna have a quick little Reese's break here. Video making is hard work, so I need to make sure that I, get my calories in and stuff. So wash them. Get out of here, fly. You want me to stop filming right now to get you cheese and crackers to have with your wine? We don't have any crackers and we don't have any cheese.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.